ZeroGoji's, that's 1954 here. Welcome back to the video. And today's video, I'll be talking about my official thoughts. Or I might word this different. I don't know how I'm going to word this video, but this will be my thoughts on MinusGoji's, or aka, as well as starting to call it, ZeroGoji's new design. So I'll probably put a picture somewhere around here. I don't know. So, what can I say that hasn't been said already about this new design? Again, I'll probably show a picture somewhere. I don't know. So, as what I can say just from looking at it, looking over it a few times to over the last few months or days or whenever when this design was revealed. So, I can say for since we're like I think we're three months away from the film's release. I could be wrong. I didn't. Someone correct me if we're 3 months away from Godzilla Minus Zero's release date, or when the film comes out. So, anyways, so what can I say that hasn't been said already? I love this design. I say that with every single Godzilla design except for 1998, of course, because I hate that one. Except for Zilla Jr. That's the only one I'll except for 1998. Anyways, I can tell that it's basically taken inspiration from the MonsterVerse Godzilla design, preferably the evolved design from Godzilla X Kong the New Empire. And oh boy, I can tell that this Godzilla, this new design of MinusGoji, or aka ZeroGoji, as the community started to call it already. I think it's a huge step up between the minus Goji that we know, since obviously Godzilla minus one. And I can tell that they tweaked the design a little bit. They made I'm just using this guy for example, or whatever, but whatever. So they definitely made his arms a little bit bigger, and it's obviously hard to tell if he's actually facing another monster in this one. It's very hard to tell because again we don't know we haven't seen the movie yet. In about 3 months away since it comes out on November 6th. It's kind of coming out early next month for at the New York thing. I'll talk about that toward the end of the video, but so they definitely made his arms a little bit bigger. They definitely use inspiration again from the um evolved Godzilla design from Godzilla X Kong the New Empire. They definitely made the one. I think it was the last spike. They definitely made the last spike a little bit bigger, just like a thagomizer. So it's hard to tell if they'll use that in the film. And what they did with the metal spike, I'm not gonna go over everything. I'm just gonna go over what I think, and well, I might go over. I don't really know. So they definitely made that one middle spike. I think it's this middle spike. They definitely made it more pointy. Well, they kind of. I'm gonna use. Uh, they kind of made it kind of. They made that one spike kind of. It kind of reminds me of this metal spike. So you have this one. I'm just for Godzilla 2000 right here. They definitely made it a little bit bigger than the other spike. I think, yeah. I could be wrong. So, again, I like the design. I definitely liked how they took inspiration from obviously the MonsterVerse Godzilla design. Technically, Godzilla evolved from the New Empire, and I do like how we're getting some figures of this design. I already loved this design, as I just said when it got revealed. I think the figures are great. I think the the renders we've been seeing, the official renders, they look great as far as I can tell. Um, for the figures look great so far. This and this might be silly to point out, but especially for like SH Martial Arts, Ichibancho Ichibancho, Godzilla Minus Zero. I'd be very concerned about that one spike I was talking about because especially for SH Martial Arts, especially for that, it might be any of them that are like some figures can break very easily. I would try to find a way to make something to make that one big spike, the one pointy spike on ZeroGoji's design. Hopefully they figure out how to, especially SS monsters, because I don't know, I've heard that, or seen or whatever. I think I've heard that since that spike is like very long and very big or long or whatever, especially again for especially for monsters or easy bancho, I would be careful with that with those two or that desktop figure. I would be careful with that one big spike because it can break off. So I'd be concerned about that if I, for example, if I pre-order the Monster Arts Zero Goji Ichibancho Godzilla 2026 or Zero Goji whatever, or the desktop figure. Especially those kind of figures can easily break if you're not careful. Especially that one big spike I was talking about. But I'd be concerned about one for about that for again, especially Heritage Monster Arts, Ichibanjo, and the that desktop figure. I'd be concerned about that one spike if you're not careful, because that can probably break. Unless it's, I mean, if it's not like Bandai Movie Monster Series, I do like the Bandai Movie Monster Series. Or technically, I would say any figure that we've seen so far, like again, SH Monster Arts, Ichibancho, or anything else that we've been seeing of this particular Godzilla design. All I can say, I am looking forward to seeing what this new design can with his new design can do. Especially with the big Sagamizers at the end of his tail. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what he does. Maybe he might have new powers, or he might have the same. We'll just have to see until the film comes out. Again, about 3 months from now, I could be wrong. And again, someone correct me on that. So, yeah. So that's all I can really say about my. This is like my thoughts on the new minus Goji or aka Zero Goji's design. I might word it differently for the title. But I am looking forward to seeing what this Godzilla can do. And he might do the same things. He might have new abilities or old abilities. So we'll just have to see. And that pretty much wraps up my thoughts for this new design. I know I am not great at doing these kind of videos. But again, I don't do scripts. I just think of what I want to say on the top of my head. So, anyways, and also before I forget, um, I know this might sound like not a big deal, but it is kind of a big deal. I've heard that Godzilla Minus Zero is premiering early next month in like a New York film festival thing. Apparently that's premiering early. So it would be best to avoid spoilers for the film. So I would probably like stay off the internet. So I would stay off the internet just to be careful, since there could be spoilers that we don't want to see until the official release date. So I would just be aware. And yeah, so other than that, again, as I've probably said in my last minus zero, video. I am looking forward to it. I can't wait. I am definitely going to get prepared for this movie for November 6th of November. So, yeah, so that's it for this video. We're getting closer and closer to the release. We just have about 3 months, I could be, 3 months, or 2, I could be wrong. Someone correct me on that, I don't really know. So, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!